Rella's just been generally pretty strong, and the extra secure help as well on these pesky Dragons and Barons could be important, as that is a stock standard Udyr to be locked in for Doran. Type strategy here for Hummerlife Esports, and something that they have made work in the past. But Nongshim, they can do all sorts of crazy things. Let's get into it.
Just to try and extend the trade, which is when it goes unfavorable for them. And actually, Call Me, he actually started Valkyrie there, got forced to do that to evade the Udyr. Doran has been Ghost, but I don't think he's too concerned about losing that. But does mean this is already not the best lane for a Corki. And starting W level 1.
Going to opt into it, as Jiwoo taking a bit of damage. Dindin down to about 400.
Oh no.
As we turn off the vision. Oh dearie me. Well, Peanut is going to come up here towards this top side, and Dindin will have to flash. That's a good flash from Peanut to follow off. And they pick up first blood. Doran collects that one, and Peanut just says, easy gang. And then going to come down, spots Peanut out. See whether he's just going to take away one of these. Looks like he wants to continue.
Yeah, I think Sylvie would want to make his way over and get one of them. You get the bonus XP for the first one you take, not the first one that's taken.
Yep.
If you can get in and steal this one, it'd be really nice for him. And he just get it.
Rel. Not really going to find it, as, okay, Jiwoo and Viper taking a fair bit of damage here.
Yeah, I mean, they're trading well, Jiwoo and Peter, but they're also...
Whoa! Jump scare.
Yeah, they're getting a bit low on health, and I think that makes the risk of a dive really severe. You can especially see Zeka walk down. He doesn't actually go all the way bot lane, but just him moving is enough of a threat.
Hummerlife just naturally getting some leads here. But I think that Nongshim certainly have stood their ground pretty well in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think bottom lane's where it's been going best.
Oh dear. That's a cast curse a little bit there. Good flash from Viper, but it looks like Nongshim are going to at least survive. And now Sylvie is going to dive in. Good Magnet Storm as the ulti comes through from Delight. Does Viper have enough to survive? He does not. And that is going to be Sylvie locking down the kill as Zeka dives forward, and Jiwoo, he will survive. Able to get through that Buster shot, and they didn't even use the heal. It's a bit awkward as well, because the Magnet Storm is going to be up in about that time too, as Call Me just going to have to use it. They do get positional advantage, that is true, as Jiwoo goes into melee range against Peanut, but it seems to have worked out. Good interrupt with the tidal wave as well, but Peanut does have the Melio there, and now the Moonlight Vigil comes down, and Doran, he's booping all of them. Oh my goodness, it's a disaster. He's running amok. Viper, though, is in melee range. I don't know whether that is exactly the best, but Zeka, he's the backup AD carry, and now he's finding the resets. Call Me trying to get that plane to move faster, but Doran, he'll just slap him. And that is going to be a triple kill for the Udyr. What is that? Okay, wait, there's the quadra kill, as Doran is just going to die because he knows that's the right thing to do after that. 5 turret shots was enough, as Call Me, that's a full explosive charge. Fair bit of damage here, but Zeka is not done. Looks for it. There it is. Reset easily picked up, tanks a couple of turret shots, and he is absolutely fine. Solo kill for Zeka on the Tristana. Just to try and get him out of here.
And honestly, Viper...
Oh, Flash Magnet Storm is going to come through here, and that is a great knock-up as well. But Viper is going to survive. Oh dear, Peanut going to miss the ulti, but that is only because Peter had to flash. And now Zeka is frontline Tristana-ing. Nongshim are going to have to back away. A bit more Nunu as well in his time. I imagine that Peanut would certainly be a bit of a fan. As this is how Zeka found him.
Yep, just has the confidence, gets the reset on the rocket jump with the explosive charge, goes in for the final combo, and gets the reset to get out again. Just really well played, knowing the limits of your champion.
Yep, beautifully done here by Zeka. We'll need to back away, as Doran is very scary. And do you have enough dashes? That is the question. Bubble does come in. Doran is practically immortal.
He just doesn't take damage. No. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. I mean, he is so fed, but look at his items.
That's a lot of blue things that he has in his inventory there. Still mean that this turret's in trouble, though, as Jiwoo holds on to the cleanse. Really like that. Now they can potentially go for a fight. Not going to be able to save their inner turret, though, and Hummerlife continuing to get advantages. 7,000 gold, just sort of out of nowhere. Or 6.5. And Zeka, if at first you don't succeed, try to kill the Tristana again. And these rockets, that one didn't land, but there's a Magnet Storm, and that should mean that they will. And that's 500 gold to the route. I mean, Call Me probably should have that money.
But you can see they're trying to find something else.
Ow! Okay, Jiwoo goes in, and Viper just doesn't lose health. What the heck? Jiwoo now running for the hills. And Call Me, he's in trouble as well. What happened to this Aphelios? He's absurd, and now Zeka is coming for the flank angle. It's a good cleanse. Peanut flashes a little bit off there, but Jiwoo's running the wrong direction, and he is not going to survive. And now Call Me as well. Oh, dearie me. They are just scattering as much as possible. And yeah, Colmy just going to stand in the circle.
You know,
yeah, not really.
Shield's worth, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's basically full health again.
Yeah, it's a 6-1 Udyr. Yeah, he just eats a bit of honey fruit.
Who actually kills him?
Well, maybe we'll find out. Or maybe it's no one. Maybe he just doesn't die again. Maybe turrets. Turrets worked last time. Maybe that's going to work this time as he's just walking at them. Colmy is going to once again throw the package out as Zeka happy to vacate the area, and Colmy not really going to be able to stand around and throw rockets now with his health bar so incredibly low. Peanut's on a ward, but it doesn't really seem to matter. So they're just corralling Nongshim back towards their base. And yeah, Doran just runs. He runs.
He does run.
And then they die. They just get slapped. I don't know. This Udyr is ridiculous. Now Jiwoo once again just caught by himself. And Nongshim, they just fall like a house of cards as soon as one of them goes down, especially the Corki that is so important for this composition.
I love how Jiwoo dashes over a wall and the Udyr just runs around it and catches him. He's still coming.
He's running. Look at him go. Oh, it's so quick, and then just puts up a circle. There we go. One slap is enough.
Him so far. It's just, there's no escape.
Nope. And now Nexus turrets are going down. They don't really care too much about a soul because they can just end the game right here. And Harmalife Esports, yes, there was a Corki on the other side, but I feel like they did everything they could to make sure that Colmy wasn't able to get online, and it worked out. Good Magnus Storm here from Sylvie. And Dundun is able to dive in as well. Doran, he's almost at 50% health, but Zeka, he's another 80 carry. He's doing a lot of damage, and Viper is still up and available. Oh my goodness, wait. Can he die? Can he die? This is an almost, it's 2.5 item Corki. It's not enough. Yeah, Doran's health bar was going up. Viper's health bar was going down, but so is the Nexus.
At first, it was slowly bleeding out, but by the end...
Even the Xin Zhao that is being considered instead, it is going to be that Poppy like you were talking about.
So I think Poppy works well. She's obviously super tanky, works well into the Rel, but I feel like you don't really have that reliable ball delivery, and you're going into an Aphelios and that Tristana again. So if they're given free reign, might be problematic. It's really going to take a good performance from Colmy, because I think if you're playing Orion and you have something like a Nocturne or a Vi...
Well, so this could be dangerous times. He might not build Sork shoes. Oh dear, let's jump into the rift for game 2.
And no one really knows why. And I think 14-3, they're like fixing the bug, but they're just better than they should be for now. It's really weird.
Just a bit high value.
Yeah.
Like that, as Peanut is just going to find the whole camp and then crash away from it. So Sylvie doing some supervision.
It's like, it failed the first time.
Oh no, was he briefly spotted there? I think he may have been. As Doran and Dundun fighting one another. The Ignite going to tick down.
Doran's taking a lot of minion damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of minion damages. Now Peanut is going to find Sylvie. There could just be kills all over the place. So Sylvie is going to be able to take the blue buff, and Zeka is also fighting Colmy. He's able to get himself out of there. How's the top lane? Are they dead yet? No, they're not. They're okay. Passed by an exhaust name. That seems personal, as this also does. As Sylvie's going to have to flash. Peanut is in position here as Zeka able to get the follow-up autos. Colmy not able to wind up the clock that much.
There's an Udyr.
Yep. Oh, Dundun gonna be walking. See how effective it's going to be. Walking away. Not exactly going to help out. And I think the Peanut should be able to steal away this blue buff. A very delayed 3 buff, I guess, is what's happened here. And make that a 3 buff plus
Gromp. Like Sylvie's game plan has somewhat backfired.
The strategy has potentially soured. That is true.
Then, but no, obviously Sylvie's going to contest it. Why wouldn't he?
No, he absolutely should. He's hex flashing, as they are going to be able to share them. Oh, able to... Never mind.
Got a 3.
Oh, you got 3. Never mind. So, Doran now could just be dead. Dundun. Oh, he's trying to turn it. The scrap shield is decent, and Doran just cuts him down. Oh, and in the player cam as well, just heartbreaking. Dundun.
Oh.
Really proud of the Boots decision, I'm sure of it. As Zeka and Colmy... Some biffo here as he gets pushed back. Peanut not quite here in time, and now Colmy's flashing on top of him. No! Oh, denied again, and even Zeka gets the kill. Oh, this is unfair.
Quite far behind in terms of XP. Oh, here's the replay.
Yeah, we get to see it again.
And it just looks like the Udyr has such a health advantage The ult comes through for a bit of a bin, but like, look how low Doran is. But he gets the W, the scrap shield into the overheat, and just bursts him.
Not the end of the world for the Poppy, but oh, this is tough. Okay, Gormy gonna once again get booped back as Sylvie, he comes in. Tidal Wave is there to assist though, and now Zeka has to get himself out. Magnet Storm to come forward, and Peanut just gonna get slammed. Great Q from Sylvie, gonna lock down that kill. And Delight here just a little bit too late, and even Jiwoo able to get aggressive onto Viper here in this bottom lane. Heroic Charge comes in, and oh, Harmolife Esports, things starting to fall behind as Delight is forced to flash. Nongshim getting a very early Zhonya's also, that bothers him. Yeah. As Viper just soaking the culling once again. The bubble this time is going to land, gets the ult out of Delight. Tidal Wave is going to follow up though, and Harmolife struggling down here. Jiwoo and Peter still want more. There's the flash forward. And Viper, he is not going to be able to deal with this.
Oh, that was sick!
Was so sick from Sylvie. Predicts with the heroic charge.
I'm glad we're getting the point of view.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to outplay Poppy if she tries to slam you into the wall.
Just special delivery.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, that's how I felt too. Thanks,
Yep.
thanks Viper.
Yeah, Viper pretty impressed with how that one went. Peanut biding his time. Just wanting to make sure that they can get this shove to work out. And now Sylvie, he's walking over, and there's the Magnet Storm, the re-engage. Teleports coming down from everyone, and Viper, he's just going to be executed. Now Zeka gets in here, but they've already lost the fight, basically. Peanut is just looking for something as Buster Shot comes down, and they manage to get at least the kill onto Jiwoo. Still a one fight for Nongshim, fantastically played.
From Nongshim, so yeah, they get that one kill, but definitely a big win there for Nongshim. Jiwoo just piloted that fight perfectly.
Well, now Peanut is going to drive the Rift Herald. Ooh, I like that one. Sneaky. Didn't try to go. Oh, never mind. Gets some knockups. And now Peanut may have just killed himself. There he goes. We're going to put that as probably the worst one so far.
That is really up there. You know, I feel like we need to have like a, what's it, you know, the home movies sort of thing?
Yeah.
Or like just driving fails, have like a top 5, and that'd probably be at least number 2.
With MSI approaching, things like that. Here we go, let's check it out.
I think he just couldn't get the angle in time. No, he tries to turn to avoid the first wall, and then he couldn't get a sharp enough angle.
Yeah. Didn't get stunned, but then died, and then had a giggle about it. That's fantastic. Whether he can get this one working out the way that they want to. Sylvie, can you land the ult as well? That is the other side of this. Moonlight Vigil comes down. There's the equalizer. Call Me was burning. And now Sylvie is going to channel the ult. He throws away the Tristana as Peanut was just trying to stop him. They interrupt the crash down. And the Magnet Storm is going to do absolutely nothing. Nongshim, another victory.
It was really strong.
Oh dear. Jiwoo is just looking to kill Viper. There's the flash forward. Picks that one up. And with Peter's help, Jiwoo is just a monster. 5, 1, and 3.
Just staying for the passive that heals you up. And now you can see Harmolife Esports setting up. Oh
my god. Zeka just taking so much damage, and that is going to make sure that this inner turret is going to be secured. Now Harmolife, understanding that there can only really be 3 people in this area, should be able to grab themselves this dragon, but the Keeper's Verdict is coming in. And Peanut able to lock down the Drake, but can they keep themselves alive in the fight is the question. As Zeka, he's coming on in, and Doran still has equalizer.
Lasts a long time, but with reduced tenacity.
What? Wow. Okay, bye-bye, Peter.
Okay, that has a lot more damage.
Has to try and get in there as Dunda being frustrating Jiwoo already, as Zeka feels like he's hit critical mass as the equalizer does come down. Keeper's Verdict gets rid of Peanut, but you can see Hanwha still just holding their ground, and Peanut gets back in. That's a big ult that they now can't use, and the Baron is going to go down so incredibly low. It's a flip, and that's Sylvie that locks it down, and now the Tidal Wave will announce Peanut's arrival, and Nongshim just say thanks for the leash.
And Sylvie has been so clutch this game, steals the Baron from Peanut, from the Rel, a champion so good at securing it, but in the chaos, able to find it.
Nongshim just have all the answers. That is not a sentence I was expecting to say after last game, as now Magnustorm comes in. Speaking of answers, there is another steadfast presence. Peanut is put in the Aqua Prison and then in the Death Chamber. And Moonlight Vigil comes out, but Humble Life Esports, they are just losing everything. Both of these inhibs will go down in quick succession.
It's so hard for Humble Life Esports really to find any headway. TP's coming in. This is Zeka.
Okay, Dundun is going to boop him. And yeah, I don't know whether Zeka really wanted this.
I'm going to go with no.
And Nongshim feels like an inevitability, a matter of time before they just finish this one off. Shockwave lands onto Dora, and he's not going to die just yet, but they have to use so much to keep themselves in it, and they cannot use Redemption on their inhib. So that is going to go down. And now one Nexus turret between Nongshim and bringing us to a game number 3. Keeper's verdict once again, not going to be opted into. Humble Life still trying to hold on, but my God, Viper taking so much, unable to hit the ulti that he threw out in relative desperation, and Zeka gonna have to rocket jump defensively as well. Sylvie just gonna try and find a wave, escort that one in as Jiwoo is a one-man army. And Dundun is unkillable.
Yeah, he's immortal.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are just going very wrong here. As Viper taken down low once again, the Shockwave almost back off cooldown. And this Nexus almost exposed. Humble Life still trying to hold on, still trying to find an opportunity, find a team fight if they can.
Homie TP back in full HP. He was the one chunked out.
Oh my goodness, that was one Light Slinger as Peanut. He dives in, tries to find a Magnet Storm, but Dundun is being so annoying. The Rel is going to be taken down. Jiwoo collects that kill. And now the Nexus turret surely going to go down, and the Nexus will follow. Shockwave, everyone going to be flashing to get out of the way, but the Nexus can't flash. It's just going to explode. Find some of those big plays, those big moments, and we know that Jiwoo's capable of this, right?
Yeah.
Both from Challenger and from last year.
But also, like, sometimes, especially with a composition like this was my criticism in Game 1, is I felt like that comp was a bit more nuanced, a bit harder to play. Didn't have, like, clear, you just go in and make a fight.
Delight still thinking about what he wants to do as Rel, the consideration. Rel into the Poppy once again, but they do have backup engage this time around.
Not as reliant, and also the thing is you can just rely on Corky Poke. You're not forced to engage, you're not the solo engager. So I don't think it's as bad, but definitely can have some issues.
Oh, he did it.
He's just gonna, I mean, this is so Dundun, right? I am not surprised at all.
But this Nongshim composition, if it gets team fighting and if it starts working, it could also take over the game. Let's jump into it. Game number 3.
Slamming it down, the race to get that 5 gold that we've all been through. So I feel like this is kind of how a lot of like Corky drafts pan out, that once the Corky is picked.
I was just trying to work out, like, were those the 2 Corky games that Zeka lost that they're talking about? But no, I think he was the one playing the Azir.
Yeah.
Moments.
I can't remember specifically what he was against when he played the Corky. I just remember the missing every rocket and then getting blown up situation, right? Yeah. And he's not too bothered because he has Chase, basically never going to run out of mana. Because his W is always safe.
Yeah, they had a ward here and still be able to wander his way forward. There's the steadfast presence. His use of that has been fantastic, but Dundun's soul unfortunately had to go back to his body.
Yeah. Pretty positive. Oh.
Okay, Emperor's Divide is going to come down here, catches Zeka. As Colmy's still taking a lot of damage though, and now doesn't have any mana at all. Fast Bomb does come in, and Zeka, respecting that Sylvie could be in the area.
And something. Did see Sylvie earlier clearing the Void grubs on a control ward, so...
Looks like what his tactic is going to be. Oh dear, this would be not the way to die. And that is, in and out.
You know, honestly, you know, it's just gold for Delight. Delight burns both summoners. That bothered about the situation. Of course, I'm a bloodthirsty support player, so respect for Delight going for it. Oh!
Yeah, Peter able to catch Viper here just a little bit.
Like
Sylvie's coming down as well. And the flash going to be used very early from Viper. I like that, the respect given. Peanut will be able to take this camp while Sylvie is dealing with his blue. If Peanut does rotate over though, then Sylvie could be in a little bit of trouble because I don't think he has any idea. Yeah, that's a bit of a jump scare as the Sejuani turns up and the rest of the boys come on over. 4 members of Humble Life Esports in the area.
A little bit of a fight maybe breaking out in the top lane.
Yeah, possible 2v2 available as the Infernal Chains are going to land. Steadfast Presence not exactly getting the value that it really wanted there, and Peanut able to wait that one out. Ulti comes through from Dundun though, and Peanut will get taken down to half health. And yeah, no one dies, no one's really taking that much damage as Doran does find some sweet spots here. There's the flash out from Sylvie. Had to be used, and Doran holds on to his.
Yeah, really good sort of game of chicken there, because Sylvie knows if Doran flashes and he doesn't, he dies.
But Call Me, he's got the Emperor's Divide. As in goes Sylvie, out goes Sylvie. And now the Magnet Storm engage comes in. Delight knew that that was his window as Zeka finds the package delivery. Everyone just getting knocked up, but no one's really dead just yet. Zeka doesn't quite have the damage, but he will still be able to find the double. He goes down eventually, but they are traded as Zeka and Peanut will both fall. Now Viper thinks he might have found Call Me, who doesn't have Emperor's Divide for the disengage.
With a slight lead, you're really in a comfortable spot, but still a chance for Nongshim.
Yeah, Peter's coming down. Sylvie's going to tank a lot of damage, though. Can they kill the Poppy? Is the question. As Valkyrie comes on over, big one going to be avoided there by Sylvie. Nicely done. Peter almost dies to the Phosphorus Bomb.
On Honolife Esports, just based on what you think about the players, who would your money be on?
Well, maybe Delight. You know, as he's going to die, so maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Delight. Well, or maybe he's going to be fine. You never know. Keeper's verdict says
Definitely
he is.
Not fine. Definitely
he's not fine. Yeah, it's Dunzo, and
well,
Zeka is out of there.
That wasn't actually driving. That was riding a horse.
Yeah.
So that's different.
No, you don't drive a horse, do you? Each one of these little extra shots. Oh, he's doing it again. Okay, Peanut, can we do it? Oh, and hits the turret, but then he gets slammed into it. This is looking a little bit dangerous. He's very tanky and able to get himself out of there, but I don't know whether it necessarily worked out the best.
Never let Peanut drive again.
Oh, there's the ulti from Dundun. Finds Doran, then immediately he goes back. Zeka delivers him a package, but meanwhile, Jiwoo's going down exceptionally low, and Viper picks up the kill onto Peanut. Sylvie's also going to die, and Zeka moves to 3 kills. While I'm talking about it. There we go, hit one. Has to flash to get out of the way of Call Me and able to offer a lot of damage back here as well. Maybe a little bit of extra spice as Peter wants to find the opportunity. He will get in there with a grand entrance. Heroic Charge comes down as well, and there he goes. The Caster Curse was a bit delayed, but we got there in the end. But now Doran is looking to try and avenge his fallen brother from the mid lane. Call Me trying to escape, but no. He will get crushed into the ground, and now it's the Aatrox's time. Dundun finds a decent ulti, but he hasn't found the kills, and it's Delight that locks down Dundun. Peter is now frozen, trying to walk away as Doran is destroying Sylvie. Viper turns up. He's going to grab that kill. And now, the Fate's Call reaction was insane. Picks him up, throws him down on top of Jiwoo. And that is going to be the ace.
Good luck.
Okay, yeah. Keeper's verdict is going to come through. Viper just hops to the left. Package now not really doing too much as Delight crashes on forward. There's a Magnet Storm. And isn't actually dashing. Call Me does use the Emperor's Divide, but oh my goodness, he just erupts. Dundun gonna have to go straight back to that soul immediately as they're looking to try and get on top of Doran, who does seem immortal. It's not gonna be the steal for Sylvie. The shields come in from the Mountain Soul, and Zeka, he might have to take a consolation, Peter, or maybe he's not gonna be able to get them as Jiwoo is just walking on the other direction, and Doran was even thinking about backing. A little bit of a sad and sorry tale here as a teleport is going to flank them. Dundun down to 100. Peter just trying to help out. He gets a little shield, but Doran is just going to say goodnight. And Homolife Esports, it got a little bit rocky in the middle of the series, but this game was pretty elementary. They'll finish it off at 25 minutes with about an 8,000 gold lead. Close to a shellacking, may not necessarily go all the way there, but a very clean win for Homolife in the third time of asking.
Bit of an interesting one for Call Me, but yeah, just a really strong win from Homolife Esports. Redemption.
Oh, is Peanut? Yeah, Peanut goes down just before the Nexus. Zeka does do the most damage in the game, but Doran is very, very close behind him.
How little damage Viper did, and he was kind of just, I press ult on my rel, that's my job.
And he did it like really, really well.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG Interview translation, joined by Doran and Delight on the side of Honolife Esports. Honolife Esports. Congratulations.
다시 연승을 이뤄낸 하나생명 선수들입니다. 승리 소감 먼저 여쭤볼게요. 도란 선수.
How do you feel about the victory today, Doran? There were some moments where the game was going against our favor, but I'm really glad that we were able to secure today's victory. And Delight? Yeah, there was some dangerous moments, but I'm glad that we were able to win. So whether it was a win or loss, Honolife Esports have only scored a 2-0 match score previously. And we got your first 3-game series today, so how is Nongshim as an opponent? I think Nongshim was able to pull off some really sharp plays. And so we were trying to think of ways to counter that. So we put in a lot of time thinking about that. And in game 1, you had a beautiful TP timing. There's this highlight where you quickly joined the team fight. So let's take a look at the replay. So you based and decided to TP instantly. So what was your read on this picture? I don't think I was actually initially thinking about TPing, but Sejani opened up a team fight, and I was able to identify a really good angle, beautiful angle to actually go in and engage into the team fight and group with my team. And you were able to get a quadra kill here, so how did you feel about that? Yeah, this is how you play Udyr, and I'm able to show off my skills as an Udyr on my stage, and I'm pretty happy about that. And Doran, laning phase is so important in the current meta, and perhaps that's why the Lonely Island top shines even more right now. And you seem even sturdier this year, so feel about the way you're playing currently. I feel like there's even more room for improvement and more potential in me. There are a lot of moments where I feel regretful, so I think I can definitely do a lot better. So, Delight, since you've been playing alongside since last year, what are your thoughts? I feel like with all the experience that he got, I do see him as a better player, and I feel like he's going to grow as an even better player in the future. And in Game 2, Hana Live Esports Nexus went down against an East team, which is quite unusual. So the bot lane phase was pretty crucial. What did you decide to focus on in Game 3? We made a lot of mistakes and we were aware of them, so I think we were just trying to focus on not making those mistakes in Game 3. And Delight, you also had a wonderful game with Rel. In Game 3, you got an impressive pick off mid early, so let's take a look at the replay. Yeah, so I was actually looking at the mid lane for a while, and I knew that Azir wouldn't recall, and I think that's why I paid attention and I just tried to look for a good timing to go in. And Delight, we caught you say something in the voice comms. You said, "Peanut, this is how you play Rel against a Poppy." So did you know that you're going to get POG? I definitely did engage really well, so I think I knew that I was going to get a POG. And I think, yeah, Peanut was struggling against a Poppy, and I was able to show a confident play today. And there was a funny moment with Peanut here. Do you remember this moment? Doran, how did you feel here? I can't really remember. Delight, what were your thoughts on this? This is something that we saw in practice. And so far we said, oh, thank God we didn't see this yet on stage, but it actually happened, so it was pretty funny. So you guys will be on a short break for the holidays. What are your plans? Yeah, we have a short break in our team. I believe we will spend some time with family, get some rest, and get back on our feet to get ready for our next match. And Delight? I think I'll be back home for maybe a day, and then I'll be back to the practice room for our future matches. Would you like to share a word for your fans? I hope you guys eat a lot of good food during the holidays and stay healthy. Get good break. We'll make sure to get back on stage in a good form, so see you then. And Delight, we'll take a nice break, so I hope that our fans will also take a good break and eat a lot of good food. Thank you. And this will be the end of the interview with Doran and Delight of Hana Life Esports, and back to the space.